Okay, my name is Lily Hagos, and I live in London, and I'm a mother of two children.
And how long have you lived in London?
I lived in London almost 26 years now. Yeah.
In your own words, could you tell us what's happening in Tigray?
Okay. So what's happening in Tigray? It's horrible. That's all I can say one word. It's been almost 600 days since the people of Tigray completely been under siege, which means they have no access of banking, telephone, internet, humanitarian access, medication access, and also they've been facing atrocity over the last 600 days. That's including bombing with drones, sexual violence, starvation, mass killing, mass arresting, all sorts of war crime that is happening in Tigray. It's the most horrible thing in my life that I've come across.
This is a conflict and a genocide that's largely being ignored by the world and the world's media. How does that make you feel?
We've been screaming and protesting and advocating to tell the international community leaders what's happening in Tigray. It's obviously a genocide. It's not a civil war. It is a genocide because all the signs are there. And the world has ignored it. As a result, we have witnessed over 500,000 people have been killed in just the last 600 days. And as a person that lived in civilized society, I feel like helpless, hopeless, and let down by the world, let down by the international community leaders.
How does, you live in the UK, you live in London, but I'm sure you have personal connections to Tigray. How does it make you feel every day in your everyday life? What's happening, what's going on?
I live in the UK, but my majority of my family lives in Tigray, including my own mother, my dad, and my brother, and my extended family, auntie, uncle, and cousins, and so on. And not speaking to your parent for this long and not knowing what's happening to them, not knowing if they have a food on their table, not knowing if they have money in their pockets, not knowing if my dad has his medication that he needs on a daily basis to survive. I can't even explain it. It's painful.
And if you could speak to the wider public, not just in the UK but across the world, if you could speak to political figures, what would be your message to them?
I would say, put your position in myself. You get up in the morning, you cannot call your own mom and saying, how are you? Put in my position. You know your own father has run out of medication and you cannot send it. You know they don't have money access to the bank and you cannot send it. And what would you do? Would you just ignore it and do nothing? Would you expect someone to do something about it? And they need to take an action for the sake of everyone. Even the people that lives in UK are getting affected with daily lives. It's difficult for me to go to work and do what I need to do at work. It's very difficult for my children to go to school knowing that their own mother is going through a very difficult time and they don't even know when this will be over. They don't even know when they will see or speak to their own grandparents. If you put your position on my position, what would you do? Sorry.
Don't those are all the questions I have, but is there anything else particularly that you want to say about the situation?
The Tigray situation is an urgent. It's been an urgent and it is urgent. People are dying out of starvation. Children of Tigray have not been in school for the last 3 years. People that need medicine are not having an access of medicine. People of Tigray lives in the rest of Ethiopia are getting treated as some kind of criminals just for who they are. They have no right to live as a human being. And this should not be ignored. And we heard the leaders of the world been saying this will never happen after what happened in Rwanda's genocide. And it is happening, and it's happening for longer now and for bigger. And do not ignore it. Please do everything you can to stop this war crime. Sorry.